my favorite things to do is read. Books allow you to escape anywhere with the turn or a swipe of a page. Whether you are reading a juicy summer fiction or diving into a self-help book, you need snacks and goodies that are easy to eat. So today, I am baking for the book club. Sweet or savory, I guarantee they will be satisfied. I cannot wait to get started, but before I do, have you subscribed to my channel yet? It's so simple, just hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be a super quick fix fam member, why not also hit the bell for notifications of upcoming episodes? Anyone who knows me knows I love to throw a fun party. But today I am prepping for a different kind of get-together, a book club. If it's your first or you are an old pro at holding book club discussions, there's a few ways to keep it moving along. Now, I'm gonna give you guys some tips, for you beginners out there. Number one, decide if you'll have a moderator or if it's an open group discussion. Number two, make sure you come up with a name so you all are on the same page. And number three, start with an icebreaker and have plenty of food. All right, so we have the book club basics, right? I hope you guys are feeling nice and comfortable. So let's get this party started with a basic recipe for one of my favorites, chocolate chip cookies. Are we ready to get this party started? You guys, this is what chocolate chip cookies what it does to me. So I have some room temperature butter in here, which is really, really important. That is the first step. I'm gonna add some brown sugar, and then I'm gonna add some more sugar. Sugar, sugar, sugar. We love you, sugar. And then I'm just going to cream my butter with this. Hello. This looks fantastic. So I am telling you, these cookies are the perfect icebreakers. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our egg and then vanilla extract, and we are gonna whisk. Here we go. Looks amazing. So now we are gonna move on to our dry ingredients. We have our flour, and again, you don't wanna overpack your flour. You're just gonna go ahead and put your flour into your mixing bowl, and then you're gonna add some baking soda and some salt, and the salt is just gonna add flavor to that flour, right? We want our cookies to be fun and delicious. We don't want them to be boring, right? Do I look boring? Do I look boring today? No, we're not making boring cookies. Okay, so we're gonna mix all of this together just like that. I absolutely love to read, right? The books that I gravitate towards too are definitely the self-help books, and I just love community. It's just something that I love about, Quick Fix. We're creating this community to inspire, to encourage, and that's what I love about book clubs, especially if you're having a discussion about a self-help book, right? You're bringing everybody together to just grow and to inspire. Now, our next step is we are gonna add our dry ingredients into our wet ingredients, that really nice butter mixture that we've created here. I'm just gonna go ahead and slowly put in my flour and just fold my flour in, just like that. Some people, they prefer the traditional chocolate chips, but today we are going to do the big chunks of chocolate. I love using the big chunks just because you get more chocolate in a bite. So I have a question, you guys, and let me know in the comments below, what kind of reader are you? Are you an ebook reader Or are you the reader that really likes to actually have the book in your hands, right? And you like flipping the pages? I think for me, it depends on my mood, or it depends on what book I'm reading. When I was reading Eat, Pray, Love, I just really wanted to feel like I was like watching her, you know, her whole journey. And I felt like just being in my bed with the lights down low and having a candle and just kind of like, I felt like I was immersed in her world that way. So let me know. I wanna know. Oh, just look at how pretty that looks. This looks so cute. I don't know what it is about chocolate chip cookies, you guys, but man, it just makes my soul sing. So to make sure that my cookies, you know, hold its shape, what I like to do is I like to throw them into the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. If you want it to go quicker, you can throw it into the freezer for about 15 minutes. I am going to preheat my oven at 350 degrees. Okay, to the freezer we go. All right, so we have taken care of our sweet guests. Now it's time to take care of our savory guests. So I'm gonna show you guys how I make my 1 bowl rosemary cheese bread. When I say this is easy and delicious, it is. Next, we are just gonna start dumping all of our ingredients into this bowl. 1 bowl, that's how easy it is. Okay, we have our flour. Dump. Our cheese. Okay, come on you guys, say it with me. Cheese, glorious cheese. Wow, crazy. We're gonna add our rosemary. And if you don't want rosemary, you can add thyme, you can add chives. So you don't have to be married to rosemary, and you don't have to be married to this cheddar cheese. You can use your favorite cheese, whatever cheese you like, whatever you like. Baking powder, some salt, and then some sugar. See, we're throwing all of our ingredients into 1 bowl, and then we're just gonna mix until everything is nicely incorporated here. I would have to say maybe in my early 20s was when I really fell in love with reading. I just think it's, you know, it's important because you just learn more about yourself, you learn about the world, you learn more about just learning how to navigate through life. Okay, so our dry ingredients, check. Now we're moving on to our wet. Now, this right here is seltzer water. You're probably asking, what does that do? So basically what this is going to do is help the bread rise, but also help give the bread a nice, like, airy, fluffy center. Let's add about 2 tablespoons of butter. And you know butter makes everything what? Better. This is like great, you know what I mean, for your book club because it's finger food too. You know, it's not overwhelming. We want this to be fun and not complicated. Okay, you guys. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put this into my greased pan. All right, you guys, so now we're just gonna go ahead and add this into, there we go, our pan here. And I'm telling you guys, this next step, your mind is gonna be blown. And you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, Tia, this is why we are best friends. Look at that. Look at how just so pretty this looks already. This book club is gonna be happening. Look at that. Now, the fun part. It's time to add the butter. Let's drizzle this butter. Ooh, 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 ooh. My gosh, you guys. I need a minute. Because this is just gonna, oh my gosh! It's just gonna be nice and buttery and have like a nice crisp on top. But before it gets that way, we have to throw it into the oven at 375 degrees for 35 to 45 minutes. Let's go. Okay, we are taking this book club up a notch. Guess what? We've got cake. Yes, cake, not just any cake. I'm gonna show you guys how I make my upside down, right side up pineapple dump cake. First things first, you wanna grease your baking dish, which is what I've done right here. I just use, a spray. And now we're just gonna start dumping. That's why we call it the dump cake, right? It is so easy peasy. We don't have a lot of time because we have to read some books here, right? So I'm gonna add some crushed pineapple. Next, we're gonna add some more pineapple. And basically what I've done here is I've drained the juice. We don't want too much liquid in our upside down, right side up pineapple dump cake. Pineapple on pineapple. Now we're gonna add our brown sugar. Just sprinkle it. There we go. I mean, who wouldn't wanna come to your book club with all of this? And you guys know that this is quick fix, right? Everything is quick and easy. Watch this. Next is the cake mix, and this is a yellow box cake mix, and you can just get this at the store, right? And I'm just going to cut this open, just like that, and then just sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, how easy does this get, you guys? All right, you guys, so now I'm just gonna add some melted butter. Again, because butter makes everything better. And I'm just gonna try to get it all over this cake mixture here. Butter just wants to go anywhere it wants. It's like, I'm going here, I'm going there. But I wanna make sure that the butter is on top of the cake mix here. Now, we are going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees for 35 to 45 minutes. And we will have cake. All right, our cookies are out of the oven. We have our cake that's also out of the oven and our rosemary bread that is just ready to dive into. And you know what? I don't think the guests would mind if I did a little taste test here. So let's first dive into this upside down, right side up pineapple dump cake. Gonna add some whipped cream here. And of course, you guys, I have to have my cherry on top. So let's do this, shall we? Oh my gosh, it's nice and crunchy on the outside. Ah! This book club is about to be off the chain. Can I still say that? Is that like old school? I always age myself with my isms, Off the chain, bomb.com, fire. Okay, now let's try a cookie, shall we? Oh my gosh. Wow, this is, and now onto the rosemary cheese bread. It's nice and crispy on the edges. That's from all that butter. I mean, oh. So good, my goodness. We have baked sweet and savory. I have a question for you. Which would you want at your book club? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you try them out for yourself and let us know what you are reading. And remember to tell all of your friends to check out Quick Fix and subscribe. Bye, guys. Cheers.